Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Gemini XPRIZE submission titled Citizen Science. What if every person on Earth could help solve humanity's greatest challenges? And that's what our platform begs the question. We're starting to create the world's largest network of citizen scientists, real scientists, researchers to help solve humanity's greatest challenges in our era. So, for example, looking at making life multiplanetary, you could take a look at this problem, why it matters, what companies are working on it, and see submissions from the community that have been mocked up to show you, how people are uh, trying to solve these problems. So there's lots of really good ideas here from people all over the world. And for example, if we take a look at Elon Musk's submission or his approach, we could take a look at his profile, learn a little bit more about him, what he was up to, his journey, what contributions he has added to this, and also follow in their footsteps with different experiments and take a look at all of the solutions that they've submitted. Another really interesting feature that we have is being mentored by Elon Musk. So, for example, I asked Elon's digital twin what habits or methods made him the most effective. Um, and so you see some interesting breakdown here and some sources. And then you could also ask him, hey, what do you think about citizenscience.org? What would Elon think of this project? So as you could see here, of course, it's not speaking as him directly, but kind of, from his perspective. He's likely to consider a few things here like impact and scale, first principles, efficiency, and you could basically talk to him and ask for advice. And then if Elon ever claimed his profile, he would be able to get all of the data from all of the users submitting their information here. Another really cool thing that we could do from an educational perspective is what would it be like if we could talk to Albert Einstein and bring him to life? Hey, Albert, what's up?
Guten Tag. It's wonderful to encounter a fellow curious mind. I'm contemplating, as usual, the grand mysteries of the universe. And you, my friend, what wonders are you pondering today?
I'm wondering how we could all team up together and solve humanity's greatest challenges.
An excellent question. Humanity's greatest challenges, you see, are not unlike the most stubborn physics problems. They require many minds, diverse perspectives, and a shared dedication to truth and cooperation.
So this is just a quick example, and you could learn more about Albert and his journey, what he gave the world, follow in his footsteps, and do some experiments. And again, this is just like version one of the avatar, but we thought it'd be really cool to talk to great people from the past, and he's just one of the many ones that you could speak to, including Mary Curie, uh, Nikola Tesla, and Charles Darwin. So there's lots of interesting people here working on some of the most interesting things going on in technology, math, science, physics, and AI. And what we're trying to do is wire the planet for discovery. So how can we bring the TED Talks of the world, but into an organization that is focused on solving some of the world's greatest challenges? And in here, you could even see profiles like, Pierre Diamandis, Salim Ismail, Dave Blunden, Alex WG. Shout out to the Moonshot mates over there. So if you want to be mentored by Peter, you could even, Peter, by the way, you really should claim your profile right here. learn a little bit more about Peter, what he's working on. Everybody has their own custom pages, and you could be mentored by them. Check out all the mentors over in the dashboard. Um, you could even go into experiments and learn a little bit more about biology, plant science, environmental science, chemistry. And you could go through, do certain experiments and understand, for example, in this case, understand cognitive natural language processing, which is powering a lot of these LLMs today, what it means, and go through the different meanings and understand what's going on. There's a notebook, there's an inbox, you could talk to people. There is progress where you can see how many experiments that you've done, kind of like a gamification of science. And there's lots of other interesting features in citizen science. We're still just building it today. Feel free to sign up. We do have a free account, and then also we have some paid models that get you access to additional features. For example, you could be a researcher for as low as $20 a month, get access to educational content, be able to interact with some of the hundreds of Nobel laureates that we have on our platform, and get credits to talk to our AI agent. And there's also, if anyone is interested, you could become a founding member for a one-time lifetime fee. And we're going to roll out potentially different events and programs that help connect some of the greatest minds, so they're not just working like introvertedly in their own little shells. So who knows what happens when we bring the greatest minds together from all different disciplines and give them a place to collaborate rather than being limited to the usual structures that exist right now in colleges, universities, and corporations all over the world. So if you'd like our project, come check us out on citizenscience.org. Thank you.